Hey millionaire, we all love dreaming about our big lottery win. Actually, landing a huge jackpot must be the most exciting thing ever. But while we're imagining what we do with all that imaginary cash, we don't usually take the time to plan the logistics. But if you actually did win, one of the biggest things you need to think about is whether you'll accept your amazing prize as a lump sum or an annuity. But what exactly is the difference between those two options? And, more importantly, which one should you choose? I'm going to run you through everything you need to know about receiving your jackpot as a lump sum or an annuity. So, if you ever win, you'll already know which option is best for you. Let's get to it. Firstly, it's important to note that this debate only becomes important if you actually win the jackpot prize. Most lotteries only give you the option to choose if you hit the jackpot, and all of the prizes are paid out as lump sum. Of course, you can play lottery games that always pay out an annuity, but in that case, you won't have the option to accept your prize as a lump sum. So, for this video, we're only focusing on big jackpot payouts. So what are these two options exactly? Well, the lump sum option is basically what everyone pictures when they think of winning the lottery. It means you'll receive all the money you won at once. In other words, the option is a one-time payment of the entire jackpot. It's important to remember that you won't exactly receive the jackpot that was advertised. The advertised prize is an estimate, and the actual prize will be calculated based on ticket sales. Also, some money will be deducted for tax purposes, and you'll receive what's left after that. The taxes that will be deducted are different depending on your location. Annuity is a very different way to receive your prize. This means you'll receive your prize slowly over several years. Usually, the time frame is 30 years and 30 payments, starting with the first one that's paid out as soon as your jackpot win is confirmed. These payments aren't all the same. They actually get 5% bigger every year, but the total amount, when all the payments are added up, will equal the jackpot prize you won after taxes have been taken off. What do you think you'll choose? Let us know in the comments and keep watching. There's some pretty important information coming up. But what are the benefits of these two options? There's a debate about this among financial experts. Usually, the lump sum is considered the best option for a couple of reasons. Firstly, experts think this is the better option because it helps you avoid long-term tax implications. That's simply because all your taxes on your prize are paid up front. But that's not the only reason financial advisors usually prefer this option. Having loads of cash on your hands means you can make big investments. If these investments are smart, you'll make a lot more money out of them over the years than you'd have if you were being paid out slowly. But there's a downside too. I don't need to remind you about all those lottery winners that went on insane spending sprees and ended up broke. If you think that's exactly the road you'll go down if you win the lottery, then annuity might be the best option for you. Receiving all that money slower over the years can help prevent big spending sprees that ultimately leave winners worse off than before they won the lottery. Obviously, they still might blow all their cash even if they receive an annual payment, but it's less likely, and they won't have as much money to spend, meaning they can't cause as much financial damage. If you haven't watched our videos on the dumbest lottery winners in history, especially part 2, make sure to do it by clicking on the top right corner of your screen now. You'll be shocked at how dumb people get when they hit it big. Let's move on. Hypothetical scenario. Your friend hits the jackpot and chooses the annuity. He gets his paycheck every year, but after a couple of years, he passes away for whatever reason. Will his family still get paid? Should they forget about the money he had won? What happens if he chose the annuity option and then die while the prize is still being paid out? After all, a lot can happen in 30 years. Well, he wouldn't be the first one, and lotteries have options in place in case that happens. The answer to this question isn't always the same. There are differences between individual lottery operators and the laws in different locations. But basically, your remaining payments will usually just be given to your heirs. Usually, the payments will continue the way you are receiving them, but some lottery operators will pay out the remainder of the prize in one big payment to your family. So US states even allow you to name someone who would receive your prize in case you die before you ever receive your first payment. Otherwise, your winnings will be distributed according to your last will and testament. If you don't have one, a court will sometimes get involved to distribute your money and assets. But it's important to note that some states have taxes that you need to consider. In some states, the people receiving your prize will have to pay an estate tax or death tax to receive anything. What do you think about these death taxes? Tell us in the comments. Shockingly, these taxes are sometimes as high as 40% of your assets. I know, it's a big price to pay. So, if you do win the lottery, you should always have a good financial advisor and tax expert to help. But in the end, the decision will always be yours. Choose wisely. If you're feeling lucky, Make sure to responsibly try your luck by playing on the safest online platform out there. Just click the link in the description to check it out. Stay wealthy, and I'll see you on the next one.